It's Clover in town!
CM Punk has not won a championship match in WWE since 2013, more than 12 years ago. It has been nearly 14 years since he captured a WWE championship. CM Punk made it clear when he returned a couple of years ago to WWE that he came here to make money, that he came here to win championships. He's had a number of opportunities, but has not been able, for one reason or another, to get the job done. And Wade, Punk was pretty honest with us earlier today when he said he felt like his championship window is closing around here. This is a must-win for Punk tonight.
You can have all the cockiness and arrogance in the world when you're in your 20s and even your early 30s in this game, and CM Punk certainly had that and more, but right now, old Father Time is catching up with CM Punk, and he is grappling with career mortality. It's a win-now situation for CM Punk.
Percent of the time that this man has been in WWE, he has been a champion. The current world champion Gunther, who won his first world title at SummerSlam last year with a victory over Damian Priest, has been begging for these opportunities. An opportunity at the upper echelon of professional wrestling, at the top stars on the planet. It was one thing back at Saturday night's main event to knock off a Hall of Famer, an icon like Goldberg in the twilight of his career. It's quite another to go face to face with one of the all-time greats, perhaps the best in the world today, in his prime, CM Punk. Gunther clamoring for this opportunity tonight.
Gunther is all about proving he is the greatest on the planet. And I assure you, Gunther hearing the moniker best in the world used by anyone else irritates the champ to no end. Tonight is about setting the record straight for the big Austrian.
Set up to the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the World Heavyweight Championship! Introducing first, the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk! And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther!
In the 38 years at this event, SummerSlam, there have been 17 World Championship changes. For the first time tonight, Gunther and Punk go one-on-one for the richest prize on Monday Night Raw. Punk has been very clear. He came back to win titles and money, an opportunity to win the title tonight against one of the most formidable opponents that he's ever faced. A man that CM Punk said you could drop into any era, into the 70s with San Martino, into the 80s with Hogan, into the 90s with Hart, into the 2000s with John Cena. Gunther would face each of them and go toe-to-toe, and that's what CM Punk faces tonight with a World Heavyweight Championship on the line.
The sun's gone to hell, the moon's riding high, and we are ready for a main event for the ages here.
What does Punk need to do to wrestle the title away from this machine named Gunther?
He's got to be ice cold and clinical. There's no room for romanticism at this level. I think Punk, in his main event loss at WrestleMania 41, will have learned a lot about that. The bitter disappointment he tasted, you need to block it all out. Focus on wrestling a match.
And if you're Gunther, you just do what brought you to the dance, right? Methodical offense, beat your opponent down, get in their head, play the mind games. That's what the champ likes to do.
Well, Gunther is simply matchup proof. Brawlers, technicians, high flyers, veterans, Hall of Famers, NFL punters. He'll face them all head on and ultimately do what he does, which is destroy them.
You know, in like the last 5 years, Gunther has like 4 losses, and that's absolutely insane.
Even more crazy at this level, where there is so much tape on Gunther that you can study, but the brilliance of Gunther, he never stops evolving. Expect a couple more wrinkles we've never seen before from the champ.
And we talked to Punk earlier, and we talked about strategy, Wade, and he said he's got to do a couple of things tonight. He's got to stay away from the chops. He understands how dangerous it is, and he's got to stay away from Gunther's sleeper. He said, if I could do those 2 things, I can win the world title.
Well, that's a powerbomb, a lariat, a big boot, a splash. Gunther has so many ways he can not only hurt you, but beat you. He's won with all of those that I just listed. There's a hell of a lot you've got to duck when you're in there with Gunther.
And CM Punk looking to throw Gunther up his game early. Nice counter by Punk that time. Now goes to work on the left arm of Gunther. Snapmare takedown with authority by Gunther. Looked like he was going to go for a chin lock there, and Punk turned it around into the arm hold.
I'd argue the catch-as-catch-can skills of CM Punk are as sharp as ever. One of the greatest exponents of that in WWE. And Gunther's finding that out pretty quick here.
And there's a nice shot to the arm, and again, Punk looking to wear down Gunther, take the arm out of the way, take away the submission, take away the power. Great strategy early on for Punk.
One, break, 2, break.
Oh, and Punk blocked the possible chop as he got both hands up.
And you can break a hand very easily. A metacarpal is a very fine bone in the hand. Boxers break them all the time, and a shot like that can really resonate if caught the wrong way.
There's a feeling out process in the early going of this match. First time these two have ever been in the ring one-on-one.
And it's really a respect level. Both competitors fully aware of how dangerous their opponent is, how quickly they can potentially get the upper hand and end this match. The last thing you want in a major main event for the big prize like this is to go down early.
And the last thing you want to do if you're CM Punk is get into a test of strength with Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther is a powerhouse.
Oh, good.
Even more so against someone like CM Punk. What a nice bridge there from Punk.
Yeah, great core strength by Punk. Gunther didn't get all that, but he did get the one to the back of the neck.
Gunther temporarily lost his balance slightly when going for that first stomp, but made up for it on the second bite.
And it's interesting because it looks like Punk's got Gunther a bit out of sorts here in the early going.
Well, the best thing you can do against someone at this very, very top level of the industry is to make them question. Oh, I wasn't quite expecting that from my opponent. He did something that wasn't on the tape that I've studied. Now I'm not sure what he's going to throw at me.
Now, you interested in the way that Punk's attacking the arm here?
I mean, attack whatever you can on Gunther. He does seem to have made a beeline for that arm. That seems to be the game plan, the shoulder perhaps.
And again, you take the arm out, mentioned it before, you take out so much of the offensive arsenal of Gunther. Oh, and there's the chop. Punk tried to avoid it for the beginning part of this matchup, and Gunther finally connected, and there's a reason that Punk tried to avoid it. That chop dropping Punk. Just listen to this.
And I'll tell you right now, you mentioned it, Punk was having a good effort on the arm of Gunther. He really had the upper hand there for 2 or 3 minutes, and Gunther was questioning himself. I think Punk got a little ahead of himself and started to think he'd softened Gunther up a little too much, dropped his guard, and boom, there it was.
Yeah, Punk now again goes back to work on the left arm, using his feet as well. The MMA, the Muay Thai background of CM Punk on display here against the world champion.
Controlling Gunther as much as he can. Drag the arm one way, the body is shortly going to follow. And neutralizing in the process the power game of Gunther.
Yeah, snap Marinella. Physical and mental abuse here from Punk to the champion. And Gunther trying to fight his way out of it, double knees.
This has already been a completely different battle to the one Gunther faced several weeks ago at Saturday night's main event against the powerhouse Hall of Famer Goldberg. Gunther ultimately dominating that match.
And that's the sleeper Gunther was going for that has taken out a number of men here in WWE. Punk made it to the ropes to force a break.
It was a great block from CM Punk. Now CM Punk knows a thing or two about jiu-jitsu. Well, once again, the block of the chop.
And Punk now firing back with chops of his own.
Gunther talking a little smack in the process. You ain't hurting me, Punk, but that was a lie. Gunther was rattled there.
And Punk rattled him again with a kick to the face. Punk now top rope and right to the hamstring.
Chop to the hamstring. Who does that?
And now a chop to the back. And Punk's in trouble now.
Yeah, you can block your chest all you want. You can't block the back. You can't block the hamstring. Oh my God, it's a full body chop.
And again, and CM Punk being punished and tortured here. This physical assault by Gunther.
Chopped meat now is CM Punk.
Punk tried to avoid that throughout the match, and now he's hung up. He's in trouble. He's a sitting dunk for Gunther.
How good is Gunther at that? He came in here with a game plan tonight, and CM Punk neutralized it from the off. But Gunther has multitudes of game plans, and when the first one doesn't work, you know what? I'll go to the second, the third, and you know what? I'll go to the 8th game plan. They're all there. I've just got to find my spot.
Wait, it's that straight ahead offense. I mean, there's little wasted motion at all for Gunther. It's methodical. It's a beat down. He knows eventually he's going to get his opponent close enough to be able to punish him.
All Gunther ever needs is a crack. And when he finds that crack, he keeps attacking it until it is a gaping chasm.
Yeah, CM Punk, though. The experience. Oh, my goodness. Again. A shotgun-like blast. The chop from Gunther to the chest of Punk.
Now Gunther is looking to dissect Punk piece by piece, making a statement. Legends fall too.
Watch the chest. Oh my goodness, the sweat flying everywhere. Off the chop by Gunther, who now is wearing Punk down. And now you get into the mental aspect of this game. I mean, obviously physical with the attack here, but the mental aspect of wearing your opponent down. Punk knows the champ's in control.
He's in full control, and the body of CM Punk is being broken down before our eyes by one of the most dominant forces the industry has ever seen.
You know, we talked earlier today about what appeared to have been some vulnerability from CM Punk over the last number of weeks. Perhaps he knew what he was getting into and what was coming his way as this machine, the world champion, was going to beat him mercilessly in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and I've been watching WWE Unreal on Netflix, and if you see the behind-the-scenes moment before that main event at WrestleMania 41. Punk, for the first time, I think, in his career, was showing some nerves before he went out. And nerves in this game could be an absolute killer. I promise you, he had nerves coming into this tonight, too.
And wait, we mentioned it earlier, the window closing and opportunities to win world championships. As your career marches on, of course, you can't beat Father Time. When you're undefeated.
When you're a young man, you think the opportunities will never stop. I'll keep winning. You know what? I lost this one. I'll get him back next year.
Oh, look
the
at
year
this.
after that, and now it's torture time.
Yeah. Gunther knows so many holds, so many submissions.
And he knows exactly how to twist and torque the body to maximize the damage.
Yeah, torquing the neck, also a type of abdominal stretch in here. CM Punk with a switch now into an abdominal stretch of his own. Gunther trying to fight out of it.
A lot of sweat on those bodies. It's difficult to get a grip. It's
Punk's got a possession! And now into the sleeper. Went with the GTS. Punk now. And in combination, kick out by Gunther.
Both men struggling
and
to
Gunther just like that. Again, no wasted motion. Didn't take his time. Got right back to his feet, delivered the kick to the face.
I'm attacking your ribs. I'm attacking your ribs. I'm attacking your ribs. Oh, your hands are down. I'm going to attack your jaw now. Whatever you give me, I am taking. That is the philosophy of Gunther. That is why he's so effective.
Precision offense from Gunther.
It's reflexive too for him. It's in a minute, in a moment, it's there. The window's there. I'm taking it every single time. Rapier-like speed.
And you feel suddenly like the air has come out of this building because Gunther realizes he is in control now. And I think the 53,000 plus here tonight understand the same thing.
The air has also come out of CM Punk, and perhaps the belief too, but wait a second.
Punk trying to fire back into this. Another chop. Punk back to his feet. How much more of these can he absorb?
Well, perhaps getting that second wind is Punk. Here we go.
And now both men exchanging blows, center of the ring. Punk trying to get the upper hand. Couple of forearms now from the #1 contender.
Gunther has never liked it thrown back at him.
Leapfrog by Gunther. Big move! And Punk's driven into the ropes. That rang his bell.
With all the momentum bouncing off the ropes for CM Punk,
my
just
goodness.
adding to that level of impact.
And look at this, amazing, amazing by Gunther. That first chop almost dropped Punk out of the ring. Gunther pulled him back in so he could give him more punishment and not allow Punk to go to the outside to regroup it all. What a move by Gunther.
I don't think CM Punk was trying to get out the ring. His momentum was carrying him out.
Gunther kept him
said,
in.
hell no. There's more punishment coming your way. No respite whatsoever.
And again, watch this. This chop almost drives Punk out of the ring. Gunther had the wherewithal to not allow Punk to fall to the floor so he could continue to deliver more punishment. Gunther is just so far ahead of the game when it comes to the cerebral part of what's going on in the match.
And that is the difference between the kind of main event matches CM Punk was winning in 2011 when he was at his career zenith versus now. The game has moved on. Competitors have got better, and Gunther leads the pack.
Come on, Punk. Come on. Come on, Punk. Come on, Punk.
I was wondering when this was going to come. The classic trash talking from the ring general. Again, just continue to rub salt in the wound. To beat you down physically. Now I'm going to talk trash to you and beat you down mentally.
Gunther has taken it as a major insult that his dominance in this game is now up for debate because of the re-emergence of CM Punk as a major player.
And now Punk trying to deliver. Oh, and Gunther just wants more. And now Punk says, okay, I'll go to the legs. I'll go to the body. I'll bring the kicks into play.
And there's the weakness of Gunther. It's the arrogance of oh God, that was a chop to the throat. Oh my God.
That'll destroy the trachea. Obviously make it hard to believe. And we're being told it was actually his chest. And that's good news for Punk.
Certainly looked like the throat from behind, but perhaps you're right. Either way, incredibly effective, knocking the stuffing out of Punk.
Get off the head. What are you calling back to you, huh? Who's the kid? Huh? Come on, Punk. You call me a kid, huh? Who's the kid now? Huh?
Oh, very defiant Punk.
Call me kid again, come on. Call me a kid again, huh? You're never gonna be the best in the world. You're never gonna be a world champion. Come on, Take your time.
Punk trying to fight back to his feet. Gunther with that chin lock, and Punk now back to a vertical base, at least momentarily. And Punk now trying to lift Gunther up, put him in position for perhaps a desperation GTS, but not enough left. Oh, goodness, wow! What a counter by Punk! And now Punk looking to step through! And Gunther fights him off.
Punk perhaps trying for a sharpshooter there, denied.
Oh, and a chop now drives Punk back to the corner.
Well, the lesson is there is fight still left in CM Punk.
Yeah, but how much? I mean, was that the last gas? Was that the final rally?
The dying embers, perhaps. Punk running on fumes now, and it's all about to be extinguished, and what a slap in the face it would be.
Yeah, Gunther now into a sharpshooter, of course made famous by the Hall of Famer, the former world champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. Gunther with it locked in, and CM Punk, the last thing he wants to do with the grand stage of SummerSlam is tap out, but he may have no choice. Punk trying to drag himself to a rope to force a break here, Wade. Can he do it?
Oh, so much pain on the lower back, but wriggling his way out is Punk. I don't know how much damage has been done.
Shoulders are down, got to be careful.
Reverse this.
And now Punk.
Powerful legs of Gunther. Gunther trying his best to fight this.
Punk with a submission of his own.
Punk has found a reversal here.
And Punk knows that Gunther's tapped out before. He tapped at WrestleMania in Uso. Will he tap again tonight? This is brilliant strategy from Punk. Gunther makes it to the rope to save his championship.
Well, that has shocked Gunther, and you're right. Gunther's granite mindset has to be rocked somewhat by the fact that Jey Uso did tap him out at WrestleMania, and the chant that has been ringing in the ears of the champ ever since has been, "You tapped out." There are ghosts in the mind of the ring general.
This is SummerSlam Saturday. You see the steel cage above the ring. That'll be SummerSlam Sunday. Sikoa and Fatu for the United States Championship. But meanwhile, it is our main event here tonight for the world title. It's Gunther and Punk, and the champions regain control.
Gunther has to be uncompromising here. You've seen flurry after flurry from CM Punk, and Gunther just keeps shutting it down, but the danger remains.
Is this the way you expected this match to play out?
It's two of the absolute best on the planet. It's been a chess game, but Gunther has found the upper hand, and Punk has no quit in him.
And now he's just begging the WWE fans to cheer for their hero, CM Punk, as Gunther continues to beat him down.
Gunther appears to want to make an example of CM Punk here, just stalking him.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. Gunther called it an obsession, a need to face the upper echelon of the sport. Prove to the world that he can beat the best in the world, the so-called best in the world, CM Punk. Oh, goodness, another chop. And you got to wonder how much Punk has left. I mean, he just head falls into the chest of Gunther, and another chop delivered. And Punk trying to fight back, not much in that right hand.
That was a weak shot from Punk, but perhaps something is starting to wake up in Punk here.
Punk realizing this could be his last chance, looking to rally here. And Punk now with a clothesline. Gunther still on his feet, but the champ's wobbly.
CM Punk is the picture of agony, the picture of exhaustion, but the picture of perseverance.
Another attempted clothesline by Punk. Gunther now maybe struggling. Oh, and Punk runs into Gunther again. Punk caught him. That heel kick to the jaw. And now CM Punk looking to rally. Dips, no, and there's that swinging neck breaker by Punk, and Punk starting to feel it a little bit.
Just too much gloating, too much arrogance from Gunther. And Punk's back in this.
And now the five-time world champion went for the knee and back. He got caught. Gunther dropping Punk, stacks him up into the cover. Punk kicks it too.
An every time Gunther does that, opponent after opponent, they build momentum. You start to believe, and he shuts them down.
Is Gunther starting to question himself a bit?
I think he was, but then he caught CM Punk in a signature and turned it into one of his own signatures, the powerbomb. Once again, knocking the wind out of CM Punk. And where do you go from here, Gunther?
Oh, CM Punk is trying somehow just to desperately hang on here. Punk now trying to drag Gunther down now. Punk trying to, another submission hold perhaps applied. Gunther could be in trouble. Center of the ring, trying to grab the arm here.
Trying to triangle choke maybe, but I think Gunther, looks like he's got it locked in now.
Yeah, Punk's got that triangle in. Gunther's in trouble. Official Rod Zapata's right there. Will Gunther tap?
Once again going to that jiu-jitsu game.
Yeah, but Gunther able to slip out of it. Now trying to turn Punk over into the Boston Crab, perhaps.
Punk had it blocked momentarily. Still got a grip on that leg of Gunther. Kicks his way out of that.
And Punk now struggling just to make it back to his feet. Another chop by Gunther. One to the back of the neck. Punk feeling that. And now Gunther from behind, looking for the sleeper. Punk was ready. Side Russian leg sweep by Punk. The exhaustion is beginning to set in for both of these men. The great world champion Gunther, the 5-time world champion CM Punk. And there's the running knee. Punk caught him that time.
Second attempt is a good one for CM Punk.
Running bulldog by Punk. Punk into the cover, looking for the World Heavyweight Championship, and a kick at it too.
And you're right, I felt CM Punk has looked exhausted. He's taken so much abuse over the past 10 minutes. Slowly but surely, CM Punk has managed to drag Gunther into a similar level of exhaustion.
Yeah, Punk digging down deep, showing a tremendous amount of guts and heart here tonight.
It's almost been a level of rope-a-dope. Gunther has thrown so much offense the way of CM Punk. CM Punk has eaten all of it, and now it's Gunther who has blown himself out and is down in the middle of the ring.
And that's a great analogy. CM Punk just surviving as Gunther makes it back to his feet in that chop. I think Punk was going to go for the patented elbow and from the top rope, but Gunther met him there.
Well, both men moving so sluggishly at this point. You can't fault CM Punk for taking his time gingerly.
Oh, look at
going
this.
along.
Oh, my goodness. Gunther slamming Punk halfway across the ring.
Huge Beal off the top, and once again, CM Punk is down, and this could be the kiss of death.
And Gunther with a frog splash to Punk to retain the title. Punk just manages to get the shoulder up.
Well, I gave you Gunther's greatest hits a little earlier. All the things that Punk needed to avoid. This was one of them. I think Gunther's pretty much hit all of them at this point, and still, CM Punk is ticking.
That was like a flying pterodactyl from the top rope here at MetLife Stadium. Over 53,000 in attendance tonight for SummerSlam Saturday in our main event.
What you here for? Huh, kid? Come on. Come on.
Gunther still talking trash. And I'm flabbergasted with the fact that Punk is still in this.
Yeah, it's astounding. I'll say this. The one thing that management in WWE always hated about CM Punk was his stubbornness. But that stubbornness right now is keeping CM Punk alive in this match. And it's a stubbornness that could potentially see him through to that long-stated goal of winning the world title.
Yeah, but not if Gunther has anything to do with it. A smile crossed his face as he realizes he's got Punk in his target. And a clothesline drops Punk again. And do you think that reality is starting to set in for the challenger Punk?
Well, right now it appears after lariat and lariat, Gunther is simply G'ing himself up more. Slowly but surely moving in for the kill. Wait out.
Oh no, Punk now. Punk with Gunther up on his shoulders. Punk went for the GTS. Blocked by Gunther. Gunther now with Punk.
second one of the match, added to a volley of offense that has headed the Second City Saints' way.
Wait, that may have been Punk's last opportunity to hit that go to sleep.
Get one against Gunther, you're pretty damn lucky. If you can't pull the trigger, you may be doomed to fail.
There's that dinosaur drop kick, sending Punk to the corner, and it's the beginning of the end, folks. Gunther now, with Punk up top, another power slam, stacks him up to retain, and Punk kicks it too! Not quite sure how Punk still has anything left in him, and Gunther now, perhaps the seeds of doubt starting to be planted.
Well, it has been shot after shot after shot, and they have all connected flush against a CM Punk who's unable to protect himself, but he is able to kick out.
And again, starting to plant that seed. Gunther may be questioning himself now. What do I need to do to put away the veteran? Can I win this match? Can I retain my championship?
I knew CM Punk was good. I did not know he was unbreakable. That is what's hanging in the mind of Gunther right now.
Right here. I'm right here.
And the defiant Punk will not die. And a chop by Gunther again. And another one is Punk is just, wait, I don't even know if he knows where he is. I mean, this is the point where,
I mean, if you see a shot coming your way, even if you can't get your hand up to block it, you can kind of ride the shot to take some of the sting out of it. Punk is not even capable of doing that at this point. He's a rag doll. He's a carcass.
oh, he's got a 5 count now as Gunther, and this is turning into an unmitigated disaster for Punk. Literally collapsing to the apron. And Gunther just knocks him out of the ring. And now Gunther looking to do damage outside the ring.
This is the merciless side of the ring general.
Yeah, he is remorseless as they come.
Barbarism begins here for Gunther. Savagery. Heinous and appalling. CM Punk's neck snapping across that middle rope. Whiplash-like maneuver.
I used to use this term to describe Randy Orton, but I'm going to use it for Gunther tonight. No absence of malice for this man.
See this?
That we talked about earlier.
That belongs to the best in the world.
Well, he may be right. I mean, who's going to argue with him?
Certainly not me, and at this point, certainly not CM Punk, who has no clue where he's at.
It's almost like Gunther's taking a victory lap already.
But it is turning into a procession.
Wait a minute, CM Punk back on his feet, and Gunther may have made a critical error there. The premature celebration. Gunther bounced face first, head first, off the monitors, off the announce table, collapsed to the floor, and Punk has himself an opportunity here.
Well, was this one final shot of disdain from CM Punk, or is it the window getting kicked open? Because whatever's happened, Gunther is down. CM Punk has some significant time to get his wits about him, regather his bearings, get some oxygen in those veins, and figure out how the hell you're going to try and win this match.
And he's utilizing all of this time to try to get back in it, to try to regain his stamina, to try to fight back, to see if there was what would be an umpteenth wind here tonight for the Second City. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The world champion has been busted open. Gunther is busted open.
Oh my God, I don't know if I've ever seen Gunther covered in his own blood like that.
Well, you're seeing it tonight. Gunther has been busted open, face first off the announce table. The world champ back in the ring trying to regroup. And we're going to learn a lot about Gunther here tonight. We're going to learn a lot, Wade.
Is that the nose of Gunther that got broke?
He could have a broken nose. He hit the announce table hard.
Well, he's blinded by his own blood too.
And CM Punk, excuse the pun, smells blood. Punk now has the champ on the ropes. Gunther trying to beg off. I don't remember, to your point, the last time Gunther's tasted his own blood in a match, Wade.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you get covered in blood in a match, you start feeling like you are losing this fight in a big way.
And he
forget everything that's happened previously. The game has changed.
Punk is teeing up on Gunther. Here's the running knee. Punk now with a clothesline, and suddenly that veil of invincibility may be fading away from the world champion.
A shot in the arm for CM Punk is all it needs.
Elbow! Oh yeah! Punk delivers it to Gunther, and Punk could be closing in on his championship.
Gunther realizing he is mortal, and CM Punk knows it too.
Punk with Gunther blinded. No, Gunther though turns around to a sleeper. Turns it into a sleeper. Gunther with a sleeper. Punk could be fading.
Don't overcommit even when Gunther is covered in blood.
Gunther now with a sleeper in. Punk trying to fight out of this.
Gunther cannot see a thing right now. He has to end this here. And Punk is fighting out.
Punk trying to make it back to his feet, and he does. CM Punk still with some life left. Punk now with Gunther up on his shoulders. Punk with a GTS.
Bullseye.
I'm going to sleep to the champion.
The champ is staggered, but he's still on his feet.
Punk's going to go for it again. Punk with a second GTS. Punk into the cover. Punk is the world champion. CM Punk is a world champion.
Here is your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk!
Ladies and gentlemen, look up the word guts. Look up the word fortitude. Look up the word survivor in your dictionary right now, and I guarantee you, you see the name CM Punk next to those words.
Oh my God, Gunther taking his eye off the ball completely, and that was the moment where Gunther grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory. One GTS, two GTS, and a count of three. We have a new World Heavyweight Champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a decade of bitterness, to finally returning home, following disappointment after disappointment, an emotional CM Punk, filled with tears, has finally silenced his critics. CM Punk has finally proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is the best in the world! Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. A little reminder, Wade. Seth has until next June to cash in the contract.
Enjoy your reign, CM Punk, because eventually, when the healing is over, I will be haunting you.
Still playing mind games. The Architect. Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Not tonight. Not tonight of all nights.
I'd call it a miracle, but I don't think it's that.
And CM Punk and Seth Rollins now going after one another. Punk looking for a GTS. Rollins beating him down. Apparently nothing wrong with the knee. At least it doesn't appear that way. And now Punk with a briefcase to the face. And another one. And another one. And Punk getting the hell beat out of him by Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins looks as good as new.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase.
You gotta be kidding me! Punk is defenseless! Punk is helpless! A stop the Punk! A cover by Rollins! Oh my God, Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion!
Here is your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins!
Seth Rollins outmaneuvered CM Punk again.
Why do you pay the Oracle Paul Heyman? It's because that man is a wizard at the machinations of this game, and he's pulled it off again.
Punk's kryptonite. Seth Rollins promised Punk would never be on top as long as Seth Rollins is here. And he again made good on that promise. Seth Rollins, yes, Seth Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion, and absolute power has come to Rollins and company.
This game changes in the blink of an eye after an epic performance from CM Punk. 12 years in the making. He got to the top of Mount Everest and didn't even have enough time to snap a selfie.
CM Punk was world champion for just over 5 minutes until that man, Seth Rollins, pulled off the ruse of the century, winning the World Heavyweight Championship in dramatic fashion, once again ruining CM Punk's moment. For Rollins and Heyman and Breakker and Reed, it's about power, absolute power.